Let me tell you something. When I was younger, I'm going to share a personal story for a second. I did some modeling when I was younger. And I started doing that when I was like 14, 15. And I had a little curve to me. I always had a little bit of a butt. Butt wasn't always trendy. Now it's trendy. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Finally, the booty. Thank you, J-Lo. Anyway, fashionable now wasn't always fashionable. I was little, but I had a little bit of a curve to me. And I remember going to a modeling show that I got invited to. I was really excited. I was really young. And the woman was like, she's a little short, but also she would need to lose like 15 pounds. And I was very young. And my mom went Brooklyn. By the way, when you go Brooklyn, that means you go crazy on someone. I will go Brooklyn here at some point. Bring Fauci on. We'll go Brooklyn. Anyway, my mom was horrified. And I spent a few months where I ate very little. It really affected me. I became really conscious. It was before I got into exercise, before I cared about wellness. I was just like, there's something wrong with me. And you know what I did? I ate so little. I was down to 95 pounds. And when I went to a nutritionist, ultimately, she told me that I had shrunk my organs. Okay? That's the other side of this. Once I heard that from someone, something kicked in my head. I joined the track team. I became incredibly passionate about health and wellness and food. Now, I eat like a 250-pound man most days. But that was a very brief period of my life where I fell subject to something that hit me at a very impressionable age. And what I'm saying is this hits people at impressionable ages too. Young girls see this and they're like, oh, maybe it's healthy to be. It's not. It's not healthy to be grossly underweight. It's not healthy to be grossly overweight. It puts you at risk. So this is not a commentary from me about looks. This is a commentary about health. And I'm tired of magazines and I'm tired of people with an enormous amount of influence like Cosmo making this about a woke cause or making this about feelings. This isn't about feelings. This is about wellness. And, when faced with the last year and a half where you did have a virus that seemed to target people who were vulnerable, who had these comorbidities, you would think that it would snap everyone and say, wait a minute, enough of this nonsense. Let's just get people healthy. Let's figure out how we can motivate that, how we can be a positive force. Of course, you have to motivate yourself. You have to want it yourself. But these media institutions should be a force to assist, not to enable bad behavior. So, listen, I always say this is a time for reality. And whether you're talking about obesity or whether you're talking about gender or whatever we're talking about here, we're going to be blunt and we're going to be honest. So this is not healthy. This is a media game that's being played. And the only person that really loses in the long run, they get a lot of clicks and, maybe people buy the magazine. They want to feel good about themselves that day. They buy it. The person who suffers really are the people who heed this advice. And I shared that personal story with you because, it's funny. I remember when I was on The View, I wanted to talk about this stuff. There was a relevant topic. And I remember she wasn't a producer. I don't know what her title was. Really, her title should have been gets paid $1 zillion and does nothing. But she's not there anymore. But she was like, you can't talk about this. And I said, why? And you know what she said to me? You're fit. It won't be received well. And I said, first of all, I work my butt off in the gym and I deprive myself of, I don't eat crappy food. And these are decisions that I make because I care, A, and B, how dare you assume that someone would receive it poorly, just because of what I look like. I found it so horrible, honestly. Anyway, I couldn't talk about it. I was told no. Well, I'm talking about it now. This is not about what I look like. And that's why I shared that story with you, because there's been times in my life where I've been someone who made a bad decision because of something that was said to me. And it was an unhealthy decision. And I looked horrible. I looked like shit. I looked like I needed a burger more than anyone. So that's where it comes from. My passion for health and wellness is my passion for people. I feed my kid. My kid asks for he goes down the grocery aisle. He doesn't even know what half that stuff is. And it's my proudest moment. He doesn't know what any of the garbage food is. He's like, Mama, carrot. I'm like, He ate the other night ground up organic bison with organ meat mixed in. And he was like, I consider that a good day's work. So this is my life. This is my passion. Regardless, I've had it with media. If you like the short clip, you can catch another one here, or you can catch the full episode right here.